Let's make sure we get some help over the top. If not, one-on-one is not going to equal success for this defense.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the option. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Here's a heat. Moves away as he feels pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Alabama quickly back to the line.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
On the move to the right, looking for a big one. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Making side adjustments here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He throws into the middle of the field. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
There he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Miller with the ball. Just ran him over. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always...
There he goes! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Final play of the quarter coming. These corners backing off a bit. Little touch pass to the receiver. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Buys a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't quite hook up trying to make completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position, making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He fires a bullet to the right. Snags it inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Russell. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. He wants to throw it again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on fourth and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
On the ground, it's Moss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Moss. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. Setting up for... Oh, they blocked the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He muffs it on the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line and leaves the offense in a big hole. Look at it this way, the field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Got a man, it's Edwards. Oh, he's got it to space. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Alabama quickly back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Really good looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quick.
Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He's moving out of the pocket. Going back to the well, another deep ball. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on him. Dude, his playmaker out wide, I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Moss. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
I That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
On the option. Now the toss. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Moss. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Corners are going to bail. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Touchdown, Aggies. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
How about about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him, look at that. He makes a big play for him.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run up.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Those 2 failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. That's caught. It's Bernard. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! They take the lead with the 6. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Tripped up for the tackle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They had to just stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. One of the mantras in the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
Finds a spot in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job.
Oh, it's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
That makes the score Texas A&M 31, Alabama 27.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. bring it out. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Oh, he's going to go up top. That was an eyelash away from being picked up. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll try the run. And he'll pick up one. He's up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The run to the left. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Sims. With the catch, it's Brown. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll do it himself. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Arizona State! First score of the game goes up.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You can tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lemon. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Mayava. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they